I've opened an image. Let's take a look at profiles first. So on the right-hand side up near the top, right over here, it says Profile, Adobe Color. That's our standard profile that's going to be applied to all of our raw files. You can change this to any of these profiles. I've got the grid look up here, and I like the grids. When I scroll across these, you can see the look of the image is changing. There's a variety in here. Because I shot this with my Sony camera, I have camera matching profiles. So this matches what profiles are made for my camera that Adobe is trying to create and look like. Okay, so those are handy if you like a look that comes from your camera, such as a JPEG is processed out to. Then you've got artistic, black and white, modern, and vintage. I love the artistic number 3. I've been using this one a whole bunch lately, along with artistic, well, I think it was artistic 7, but boy, that doesn't look like what I like, so I think it was artistic 3. But anyways, you can see as I scroll across these, they look different. And to set it in, all I need to do is click on it. So artistic 1 actually looks pretty good. I like what it did to the grasses out front. You can dial in an amount, so it gets really purple when I do that, okay? Remember, profiles are not going to be moving any of the sliders, so you'll be able to go in and make adjustments on top of the profile without affecting the profile. If I come down here to modern, that's where I liked the 07. But notice now, I like that other one. I dialed it in, but I can come and change these and it doesn't hurt or degrade my file. So if I change my mind, I can do that. Remember, I could save the artistic profile as a version and I can save the modern 07 as a version. So you can create versions of different looks that you like and then in the end, print or share on social media the image that most appeals to you. Okay, so let's see here. Let's just pick one. Oh, let's go back here and then just say there's vintage as well. And you can see I'm gonna pick vintage 03. I'm going to come up here and notice here we have an amount slider again. We don't have an amount slider with everything, but with some of these I'm gonna dial it in a little higher. I'm gonna go to hit back. And then it takes me back to all of my basics panels. So now I can come in here and go, what do I want to do? I think I'm going to open up the shadows a little bit here. I'm going to push the blacks down. I'm going to see if I can bring those clouds in a little bit more. Do I want more contrast? No, I think I liked it kind of washed out a little bit. That's kind of that vintage look, more washed out with vintage. I will brighten it up a little bit with the whites. Didn't touch the exposure. I can play with vibrance. Notice what happens with the sky. So basically, you can apply any profile. It doesn't affect the sliders. You affect the sliders. And it's something you can do to a whole series of images to unify them. Let's look at presets in the next video.